Well, it's time for us to talk about something that would definitely interest you. Okay, so we have with us in the studio an award-winning broadcast journalist and a dramatist. Today, we'll be talking about a stage play. Welcome on board, Awakan.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great to have you here in the studio with us.
Yeah.
You started a series, and most people, when they start series, people think, oh, it's probably just going to be a one-off, because we know how, shall I say, capital intensive many of these things are. However, here you are on the second round of this series, moving on, and definitely I'm sure it's going to be even more regular. For those who do not know, please tell us about this.
Okay, the series that you just mentioned is called Tales of Legend.
The Tales of Legend.
And Tales of Legends, it's an initiative to bring back the life and times of legends, those who have contributed one way or the other to our national existence.
Absolutely.
As people as a society. And we started with the mother of our president, that's Mama Abibatu Mogaji. We did that in July to talk about her life and times. And we looked at it from two different perspectives. Her legacies, basically, because for you to have, to be the mother of a president, a sitting president, it shows that there were some legacies, there were some lessons, there were some, some things that you imbibed in him for him to have been able to be successful to that level of becoming the president of the nation. So we looked at that. Then, away from that, the way she was able to structure the market, system in Nigeria in a way that, she has handed over to her granddaughter. And so those two legacies were something that we looked at, and looking at her own contribution to the political landscape during her lifetime, and telling people that, yeah, you can learn from her resilience, you can learn from her, that motherhood, the passion she had, and the way she, helped the son who is now our president to be who he is. So that's just it, to inspire women, to inspire ladies, to inspire girls, to say you can get to whatever level that you want to get to in life. So that's the first series that we did, and it was a success. For you to have such a production. It was actually the first of its kind to be staged at the banquet hall of the presidential villa in Abuja, and in attendance was the president himself. President, Senate president, and when the president attends an event, just imagine the people that will go there with him. So that's the first of its kind happening at that particular venue. And we had it also at another venue for the public in Abuja. Then we came to Lagos. We had it in Lagos where the governor was seated and so many other people. So it was a success. So moving forward, because it's the Tales of Legends, it's not, it's not streamlined to a particular region. Yeah. So we said, okay, let's go to the north.
Okay. Moving from the southwest.
From the southwest to the north. Okay. We looked at the north. Who is that, very powerful northerner that was a nationalist and that did wonderfully well, and we did our research, and we picked on the first Prime Minister of Nigeria, that's Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, and I actually wrote the script. Tafawa Balewa, Abibatu Mogaji was not written by me; it was written by Professor Ahmed Yerima. But for this particular one, I wrote the script myself. And the funny part was, I wrote the script the month that I started writing the script the month that we did Abibatu Mogaji. Wow. It was hectic, though, but...
I can imagine. Yeah, it was. That's July now.
That's July, yes.
You did that in July.
Yes, in July. And I started writing the script in July.
So from writing the script to setting up production and everything, it's taking you less than 6 months?
Yes, it's taking me less than 6 months after writing the script. When you start writing scripts like
because stage plays are not like films.
No, stage plays are not like films.
There's a lot that goes, the costuming, then you have to also work out the right actors, then the rehearsals.
The audition phase of it.
And you started writing the script in July?
Yeah, I started writing the script in July. Immediately after the script, we consulted with the family members to write the script. Yeah. Well, I did the first phase. After that, we reached out to the family members, and they looked at it because, for accuracy and all that, looked at it, no, let's do it this way. No, this is not accurate. Let's have it this way. So I went back, did some adjustment to it again. Then by August, I was done.
Wow. So within a month, you were able to...
By August, last week of August, I was done.
For an average person, especially an average stage play producer and all, they're looking at it and like, this is sounding too easy, because we're talking about cost intensive. We're
Yes.
talking about having the right connections to help you with this.
Definitely.
How have you been able to manage to pull this off?
One thing is there was a coinage I actually did, which is called passion consistency. Number one is the passion. Not everybody, we have passion consistency, yes. Number one is the way creatives attend to things or content differ.
Yeah.
The way I can, get inspiration to write the plays may be different from the way you will have inspiration. Some people can spend 6 months to do their research to come up with a very good content. And some people, it could just be, pam, and before you know it, you have it done.
Yeah.
All you just need to do is just to, you look at it again, you add up, you remove, you adjust, and within 3 weeks, 1 month, you're done with it. So what I did was, because it's not a one-man thing, it's a collaborative effort. I have a team that I work with, and in my team, I have a northerner, I have an easterner, I have, so it's all encompassing. So it's all encompassing. So from there, and from the success of the Habibat Mogaji that we did, there were many people were interested in saying, okay, let's see how we can collaborate. So from there, we got a link to the family members, and we reached out to them, and they said, whoa, a thing like this has never been done before. And it will excite you to know that Tafawa Balewa is actually an institution. I went to the museum, I went to the museum, and the things I saw about the late Prime Minister's exploits, and amazed me.
Make you wonder why
something like this hasn't been done. It's not even about stage plays, it's about celebrating this man from different perspectives, using different avenues to celebrate. It was simplicity personified. As a prime minister who left with just 3 caps. 3 caps. The caps are there at the museum. As a prime minister who left with just 3 wristwatches. Wow. As a prime minister who discovered oil in Nigeria, I never had any, oil blogs and all that. So he lived a very simple life, and his tenure was cut short from 1960 to 1966. He actually was overthrown and killed January 15, 1966. So it's amazing. It's amazing. But what we want to bring it to life, is life and times from childhood to how he lost his father when he was 4 years old, who trained him, how his mother contributed to his growth and all that.
I do wonder, of course, your television background and experience also contributes to your writing style and all you do. However, as much as I would like to inquire more about that, I'm very curious about when this event is taking place, what we should expect. Give us the whole road now. Okay, so we should expect the best in terms of theatrical production. And we are looking at commemorating, his time. Okay. So he was overthrown and killed, just like I said, January 15, 1966. So next year, by the grace of God, we're taking the production to 3 states. The state of all in January? State. Yes, all in January. Okay. So we're starting with January 15, possibly in Bauchi. Okay. Then we're going to Abuja because he's a national figure. We're doing it in Abuja, where we'll be having, by the grace of God, the president as the special guest of honor and so many others. Then in Lagos. Of course, this is TVC, so we'll definitely be sharing details of this. Ola Awakan, we celebrate you, as one of ours. Well done. Thank you very much. We've reached the top of the hour on Wake Up Nigeria. We'll take a break now. See you on the other side. Just stay with us.